Hey, how y'all doing? This is video number 2 of the Seven Seals. I want you to read the book of Zechariah, chapter 6, verses 1 through 8. And I want you to notice uh, one of my previous videos about the two witnesses, how I mention how chapters 1 through 6 of Zechariah is almost exclusively about the two witnesses. So you should watch that video in your spare time. And then I will continue by pointing out that the two mountains that the four chariots come through is actually the two witnesses. And the four horsemen of the Apocalypse or Revelation actually are the four chariots. The same color horses, as well as the book of Zechariah tells you what parts of the world the these four horsemen actually affect. The red horses actually affect everywhere. That's why there's no specific parts of the world. The black horses go towards the north country, and the white horses after them. The dappled horses goes towards the south country. Now, that is something very different than what you will read in these popular prophecy books. A lot of people believe the white horses is the Antichrist. No, white horses is not the Antichrist. Believe it or not, the white horses are very general about conquering peoples and nations being conquered. Now, I believe that these horsemen will affect other parts of the world, but that's more of a speculation. I don't really know that. But we do know that Zechariah does give very detailed information as to which horse goes where. So that covers that. Seal number 5 is persecution of the church in general. It is going to be a big one, but the world were persecuted already. Seal number 6 is a gigantic earthquake. The sun and moon, the sun being turned black, the moon being turned red, stars falling from the heaven, a gigantic earthquake, people hiding in the rocks of the earth in these little caves and caverns and bunkers they carve out. Because I think the end is coming. When seal number 6 happens, that will be when we actually know for a fact that we are in the end. That will be the official kicking off of the Great Tribulation. So it gives you a whole new perspective on the 7 seals. The seals are very different than what people think.
What shall we say then? Shall we say that we can live in sin however we want because we're under grace and not under the law? God forbid. How can you possibly live a life of sin? How can you possibly choose to disobey the Lord and love Him? You cannot do that. You have to repent.